What is your definition of refining the idea? I know your go-to strategy is nausea-inducing poison, but...
Oh, I maybe ate too much. My stomach hurts.
Raphael, why are you eating meat during a war council?
So, fearless leader, I'm guessing you're going to keep the crucial parts of your scheme under wraps until the time comes, aren't you?
You know me so well, Judith. Whether we like it or not, this war puts a damper on all of our spirits. What's wrong with trying to have a little fun every now and again? Just leave the details to me.
Thank you for helping.
Each time we take a step forward, more blood is spilled. But by spilling that blood, we're able to take yet another step forward. War is always a cruel affair, but luckily we have each other to lean on. We've steeled our hearts. We won't be broken. I couldn't agree more. Without them, we could never have made it this far. Oh, and about taking the fort, I'll need a tad more time to prepare our plan. It's called an impregnable fortress for a reason, after all. My contingencies need contingencies this time, or we may not pull it off.
I wonder how far we can get with this plan, dressing up like Imperial soldiers to sneak in. Claude said it could use some refinement. Any ideas? Claude dressed as a woman? I don't understand what the point of that would be. On second thought, let's just stick to the plan as originally conceived. That seems safer. I wonder...
My relationship with the Boar Prince began even before I was born. He was always by my side. You might even say that, at one time, we were best friends. I couldn't fathom the depth of his hatred for the Empire. So much anguish. Could I have saved him? Could I have stopped him?
Fort Mercius is old and strong. Its reputation for durability is equal to that of Aryan Road. Are we really going to leave this to Claude, with a plan concocted by Hilda of all people? I thought you might be, with how secretively that man devises his schemes. Let us hope the end result is not too outlandish.
Sorry it's gotta be like this. Get out of here! You should have seen that coming. That's another one. Sorry it's gotta be like this. You should have seen that coming. Will this help me get... If it helps, sure. If it helps. I'll give... Will this help me?
This suit...
Now,
Ambition...
I'll give...
More... A new...
Hello, Flane. Isn't it about time you told me the truth?
About what exactly?
Who you really are. Villains are after you for your blood. There's no doubt that you're someone special. And that's why Sedith is always worrying about you so much, right?
Well, yes. I see no reason to hide that fact.
But just what makes that blood of yours so special? More than anything, I've been wanting to find out Teach's true identity. But yours is bothering me almost as much. Somehow, I can't seem to stop thinking about you. It's almost like a crush. I have a crush on your secrets, sweet Flame.
Such flattery.
I've tried asking Sedith, but there's no sign of him budging on the issue. At this point, I guess I just need better bargaining skills. Or how about this? If you tell me the truth, I'll do anything you say.
That is not something I am willing to share, unfortunately. However, since you are so passionate on the matter, I will promise you something.
What's that?
If you somehow manage to uncover the truth of my identity, I will acknowledge it as truth.
That's real nice of you and all, but I think if I could come up with the truth, I'd be able to tell from your reaction anyway. You're not great at hiding your emotions, after all.
If you do somehow figure it out, then I would ask something of you, Claude. I would ask that you reveal your own true identity.
Now that's a request I wasn't expecting.
It has been clear to me for quite some time now that you are no ordinary noble. I have been pondering, well, you, quite a lot lately. The curiosity is enough to drive me mad.
I see. Well, that's an interesting turn of events. Looks like we both have a little crush on our hands, huh? I hope the day comes when we can talk freely about both of our identities.
Ambition is...
This...
I choose to believe in my potential.
I hope to master this quickly.
This will secure my place in... Now...
to learn something new.
What?
If it... path. Will this...
Professor, I have a question for you. Have you heard of the Death Knight? I'm referring to that Imperial general who has been operating under that moniker. Nothing is certain yet, but I get the feeling we'll have to face him soon enough.
I did not expect much from the dining hall, but this does not disappoint.
This food is a revelation. I can't help but smile when I eat it.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite. Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste. I...
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
This is nearly as delicious as Mother's cooking. I would happily eat this every day.
That smell, it's amazing. My fave, in fact. Do you like it too?
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
Oh, my favorite food. You've got to try this.
Sounds fun. Let me show you my cooking talent. A little more secret spice, and... Hey! No peeking!
have a question. I get it.
Professor.
Well met, Professor. I trust that you have not had any complaints about me lately. Ah, good. Please accept my most sincere apology for any discomfort I may have caused you. I've decided that it would be inappropriate for me to continue my search for a spouse while we are at war. I expect that means you will not be receiving any more complaints. I hope that puts you more at ease. Actually, the introspection I've gained setting aside my search has motivated me to amend my conduct.
Still as a stone, Bernie. If he can't see you, then you're not in his way.
What a weird, lumpy rock. Definitely doesn't belong here. Better toss it into a nearby body of water.
What? No! Look! I'm helping! We're done now. Right, Yuri?
Nope, we sure aren't. We'll be all wrapped up as soon as we finish our report.
I'm getting the hang of it.
I'm just not there yet.
I always was at...
Very interesting. Oh, Teach. How long have you been there? Don't sneak up on me like that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Anyway, I'm reading the official biography of the Four Saints, as sanctioned by the Church. I know you're not very familiar with the teachings of Seros, but even you must have read it at least once. Tell me again, how exactly did you manage to get a job teaching at an academy run by the Church? Well, whether you've read the biography or not, the Four Saints must at least ring a bell, right? Well then, I've got a little quiz for you. Name the Four Saints, companions of the great Saint Seros. I'll give you a hint. There was Keyhole, Sethline, Indek, and... who was the fourth one again? Correct. I was hoping you'd know that much at least. In any case, you can learn some interesting things reading about the life and times of Saint Macuil. For instance, he was more skilled with his hands than his fellow saints, and even became an accomplished blacksmith. He used his skills to forge countless sacred weapons for the army of Seros. Of course, he didn't just forge the weapons, he also used them in battle himself. Legends say his strength was second only to Seros. It's even said that he played a big role in the Battle of Tailtean, where Seros fought Nemesis, the King of Liberation who became the King of Evil. Macuil lost his life in that battle, and now his body rests in a coffin within the Holy Mausoleum. Or so one story goes. Another legend says he set off on a journey to find a new land. That he left Fodlan from the east, crossed the sea, and vanished. He must have left Alliance territory, but where exactly would he have set sail from, I wonder? Thinking about it reminds me of another interesting story concerning the Srang region. The peninsula is attached to the mainland of Fodlan and extends from the northeastern part of Kingdom territory. If you were to set sail from Margrave Edmund's territory, you could cut across a stretch of sea and land there. And it just so happens that in the Srang region, there are ruins built to worship a sacred beast that appeared from across the sea. If the ruins have something to do with Saint Macuil, there could be sacred weapons there. So, have I piqued your interest, or what? You always have to play it cool, don't you? Just think of how useful it would be to have weapons like that. Not to mention that the peninsula would be pretty easy to get to about now, seeing as how Alliance territory has settled down a bit. We'd be there and back in no time. no one would even notice we were gone. Come on, Teach. Let's go to the Srang region. I always see it through once I set my mind on something. Let's make the necessary preparations before I die of curiosity. There are the ruins. It looks like we're not gonna have the luxury of an excavation. Look, I bet those are the watchmen of the ruins, and that they've been ordered to keep out intruders. And that big beast, I hear they call it the wind caller.
No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip.
What is it?
Big iron on his hip.
Huh? Someone got here first. Must be a band of looters. We can't let them get the treasure. Guess their luck's about to run out.
From the south side, slowly looking all around.
Let's go.
I'll cut a bloody path.
And running came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and as many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, so a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in
What's my strategy?
1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, playing around. Well, the Arizona Ranger wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take some after life was maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter.
I'm impressed.
He was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was
I'm not a kid anymore. Yeah!
But the
No way I can lose here.
men that tried before were dead.
I want to do my...
20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip.
Leave it to me.
21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed over the street was time. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome
There's
ranger
more work to be done.
was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40
As you
feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red is not cleared leather for
I can exceed
a bullet
this.
fairly ripped. And
Ready
the
for
ranger's
anything.
aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
What's my strategy?
In a moment and the folks had gathered round. There
I'll
before
cut
them
through.
lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the
At the
ranger
ready.
with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on
Let's
his
clean up.
hip. Big iron, when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. To the town of our free rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip.
I'm hurt, but I'm with you.
So close. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came right from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came whispered from each lip. And he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip.
You have been judged. Sweet salvation.
In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men have tried to take him, and many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona, ranger wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take it out, back alive or maybe dead. He said it didn't matter after Texas Red. After Texas Red.
You're in my way! I fight for Lady Rhea.
A fine display.
But the outlaw didn't worry men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make the play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for barely ripped. And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground.
How long has
Oh, he might have won
hundreds of years, thousands?
when he tried to match the ranger with
Where the stink of South is upon you. Let us find out whether you share her power.
Big iron. When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron. Big iron on his head.
If I don't...
Oh, that face takes me back in time. You have not changed one bit, Seven.
I ask that you keep
To the
quiet,
town
Uncle.
of our free rode a
Why
stranger
the rush,
one
Seven?
day.
Shh. Please be quiet, Uncle.
Around him didn't have much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, so looking all around.
If you are not going to flee,
He's an outlaw and running game, and he's here to do some business. Big iron on his heel. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was
Nothing personal.
though he was the 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more.
I smell those detestable 10
Now the stranger started talking, made it plain.
I'm the grandson of the grandson of the grandson of the elite Regan. Now tell me who you are.
I am your family's enemy. If you carry the blood of the 10 elites,
And he
you
said
cannot
he
be
didn't
permitted to live.
after Texas Red.
What do you mean by that? And what's that crest on your forehead?
No more talk. If you wish to survive, you must destroy me.
It's over. Right before the 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip.
Going for the kill.
The morning passed so quickly, it was time to me. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Watching from the windows, was about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between.
I'm getting closer to my goal.
To make the play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red is not clear leather for a bullet fairly ripped. And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round.
Get out of here!
For them lay the body on the ground.
5 seconds!
Oh, he might have slip when he tried to smash the ranger with the big iron on his hip.
It stopped moving. Is it dead? No. It seems it's just sleeping. I thought we were supposed to be given the treasure, but... forget it. I'll just have a look around there. Thanks for all your hard work, Teach. Sorry for dragging you along with me. I had no idea it would turn into a fight. But hey, at least we got some treasure out of it. I'll leave this in your capable hands. Do with it as you will. How would we do that? More importantly, I didn't go there looking for treasure. Not really. Legends about the saints abound. It's hard to tell fact from fiction. I like to confirm whatever I can with my own eyes to find the truth in those legends. Not a thing. We didn't find anything concrete to prove that Saint Macuil had been there. We can't say for certain that the treasure we found was Macuil's either. I do wish we could have spoken to that wind caller a bit more. Unlikely. Macuil lived thousands of years ago. And I've never heard anything about the Saints being monsters like that. Wait a minute. Could the Windcaller have anything to do with the Immaculate One? The Immaculate One is a monster sent by the goddess. Could the Windcaller be... Where was it that I heard that stuff about them having been sent by the goddess? Maybe I'm too tired. My head is heavy. I can't think straight anymore. Let's call it a day for now. I've got plenty of time to think this over.
Can't stop running.
We got you. You're the Prime Minister, aren't you?
Not anymore. He lost his power and his fancy title. Now he's just a man.
Shut up!
Yeah! Do you know what you've done to regular folks like us? Since you villains took over the Hrim territory, our lives have been nothing but pain and misery! Heavy taxes, forced labor, it's brutal!
Now we're gonna make you pay.
Such a nice selection of tea leaves in the pantry here.
Tea is nice and all, but it's not much good when you don't have sweets to go with it.
Sweet treats are less common, yes. But perhaps that makes sense. War is not sugar-coated.
If you've got time to be cheeky, you've got time to find me some sweets.
But Lysithea, your smile is so sweet.
Lord Ferdinand, excuse the interruption. Our scouts happened upon the information you were looking for. I thought it would be best to let you know as soon as possible.
They know where my father is?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, now.
After losing his position as Prime Minister, your father was held in Enbar for a very long time. He escaped. For a while, no one knew where he was. The other day, however, he was sighted alone in the Hrim territory. Seemed he was heading for an allied region.
Hrim.
Alone, you say? Was he safe?
I'm afraid not. There is a major insurrection happening in the Hrim territory. It's been 5 years since Duke Ire lost his control of the area. The military seems to have finally lost control, and the people's violence is unleashed.
I do not understand. Why are they rioting?
It's obvious, isn't it? Ferdinand, do you really know nothing about Hrim? Your own father was ruling it. You don't know what became of the area once he fell from power?
If it was truly a House Ire territory, I would have been trained in governing the area. But my father insisted that I have nothing to do with Hrim. But now is not the time to talk about this. We have to help him before he gets caught up in the violence.
You're right. Now isn't the time for chit-chat. Let's get over there quickly. Professor, would you be coming? We'd better depart as soon as possible. I know a bit about the situation. I'll fill you in later.
Will this help me get straight?
This is where my father was sighted? The citizens are rioting everywhere.
Over there! Quick! We need to help them!
There seem to be some people inciting the violence. If we take them out, perhaps the violence will subside.
It might be best to spread out.
The north side of the town is in chaos. I do not think we can advance.
It seems better to simply hold the line against the enemies in the north and focus our efforts on saving the citizens in the east and south.
Let's clean up. Feels good to fight for a cause. There's still room.
Thank you. What's my strategy? Here is something to believe in! Yeah! I must lead them well.
Nice work.
Ready for anything.
I feel a little stronger.
Leave it to me.
Thank you ever so.
At the ready. I'll cut through. One to remain.
What's my strategy?
It won't be in vain. Only the strong survive.
We won't back down. As you wish.
Let's go.
Try to keep up!
Now!
By the grace of the goddess.
Let's think carefully.
You can win?
judged. Sweet salvation.
Yep, I'm stronger now.
All is going to plan.
I've gotten stronger.
No time for pity.
You're amazing. That's another one.
We owe you our lives.
Too slow. You fought well.
Nice.
Thinning their numbers.
Oh, looky there. Some houses are still untouched. Let's give them a good plundering, boys!
Professor, let's make haste and go help them.
Ah! Go on, boys! Riot to your heart's content!
It's over.
More battles means more strength.
I'm not the only bad guy here.
What? We give up. Have mercy. That guy made us do it.
Let's shake things up.
Pointless.
All right, next.
This is our chance.
No way I can lose here.
Praiseworthy then.
I'll handle this. I fight for Lady Rhea.
Sorry, but I must.
making progress.
Sorry.
If we cause enough chaos, we can do whatever we want!
Get out of here! I'm on a roll! Am I getting closer?
My ambition unfulfilled.
We yield! Yield! We were just following orders. It's not like we love a good riot, really!
I get to live another day, and it's all because you came to the rescue. I think that's all of them. I'm so glad we were able to help everyone.
My work's not done.
What do you want? You'd better not stand in our way. And after I went to all the trouble of killing that noble and stealing his treasure.
Father, no! So we were too late after all.
Ferdinand. Hey. I can tell you what I know.
Please do.
You know about the Hurim Rebellion, right?
Of course. The rebellion started when Emperor Ionius IX tried to consolidate power. The Hurim family tried to split off from the Empire and join the Alliance. Working with House Ordelia, they raised an insurrection. The Empire suppressed it. And then a puppet leader was installed in the Hurim territory. House Ire was tasked with handling the actual governance of the region. Seeing this, the nobles feared that the Empire would assume total control. That's when the 6 great noble families chose to wrest power from Ionius IX.
That's right. The Insurrection of the Seven. I've always wondered why it was called Seven when there were only 6 noble families.
It was the 6 great noble families, plus Hurim.
How vexing. Either way, events unfolded shortly thereafter. Are you aware of how Duke Ire was ruling the Hurim territory? He imposed harsh taxes upon the people, much harsher than on his own, making their lives very challenging. People fled their homes in droves to the neighboring Ordelia territory, but they were sent back from where they came. The Empire was occupying Ordelia territory as well, as it turned out. Issues were further complicated when Duke Aiur fell from power. Aiur was dismissed from his position, only to be replaced by Lord Arundel.
Edelgard's uncle, the regent of the Empire.
Correct. And he imposed even heavier taxes on the people, squeezing them painfully dry. The people were conscripted for duty. Any who opposed were killed on the spot. Lord Arundel did this in the name of Duke Aiur.
What?
Your father was by no means a great ruler, but it was Lord Arundel who stoked the fury of the people and directed that fury at your father. Duke Aiur is not perfect, but he's not the villain in this.
Lysithea, thank you for telling me all of this. I am embarrassed to say I had no idea. I see now that it was not his fault, but he did go along the wrong path and place a burden on his people. He can no longer atone for what he did. So I will have to. I need to go think about what I will do after the war, how I will make up for my father's mistakes.
Nothing helps deep thought like sweets. Sweets. They help you think. Perhaps you should find some for us.
I see. If I find some, I will be sure to let you know.
Going for the kill.
Feels good to fight for a cause.
My skills are rising to my status.
That's another one. Gotta get stronger.
Let's clean up.
Let's go. No way I can lose here.
I want to do my part.
Of course.
We're done now, right, Yuri?
Nope, we sure aren't. We'll be all wrapped up as soon as we finish.
Could be useful.
I've really got...
This'll come in handy. Yuritsa?
What?
I've got it all figured out.
Hmm?
Your true identity. If my detective skills are correct, then you are the Death Knight, right?
Everyone already knows that.
Huh? What? Everyone knows? But how? Oh, and here I thought that I'd uncover your big spooky secret. Oh, Bernie, you're such a shut-in that you missed the biggest news in town. So, here's the deal, Yuritsa. You've got to tell me a secret about you that nobody else knows.
Why?
Because I sleuthed for hours upon hours. That's got to be rewarded.
Just stop.
Oh, come on. Please? Oh, I know. I've got it. Why do you wear that crazy-looking armor when you're pretending to be the Death Knight? Are you just into the look of it? You like spooky stuff?
Well, I may have been drawn to that aspect. To look sinister. To embody death.
Oh, I see. I thought maybe you put on that mask and armor because, just like old Bernie, you don't like talking to people.
There may be some truth to that. Talking to people is intolerable.
Oh, yeah? I think I'm sensing a real kinship between us. So, with that whole spooky getup on, it allowed you to speak to people with confidence.
No.
Oh, hey, Yuritsa. Don't tell anyone about this, okay? This is our little secret.
I don't mind, but I also don't understand.
Well, we've got another battle coming up. What do you think of our chances?
Winning is always the goal. At any rate, I've done everything I can to prepare.
That's the right attitude. I'm sure they're doing all they can on their side, too.
I don't doubt it, but however strong they are, it's no more than a Fodlan concern. Who knows how far this world extends beyond the boundaries of Fodlan? Talk of strength or weakness doesn't amount to much when it's only in relation to a tiny corner of the world.
Guess you're right. Thinking about it like that, even this war seems like a storm in a teacup.
Exactly. It's nothing more than an internal quarrel amongst the people of Fodlan.
Typical laid-back Claude. I always like talking to you. Your perspective on the world is so refreshing. Things I thought were obvious turn out not to be.
The way you think, that changes the way you see things. Common sense never tells the whole story. It's similar to what we were talking about before, about how you need to doubt yourself first.
True enough, but where did you get these ideas? That perspective of looking past the walls of Fodlan, when it's all we can see in front of us.
Do you really want to know?
I do.
but I'm afraid now isn't the time. When this war is won, I'll tell you all about it. It'll be easier for me to show you than to tell you.
Show me. Are we going somewhere?
It's quite a distance. You'll start to appreciate how big the world is if you go.
Sounds eye-opening. I'll look forward to it. Can we call it a promise?
Yes, it's a promise. But first, let's win this war and leave it far behind us.
Another fine day, alone in my room, and plenty of books to read.
Bernadetta, I have something to discuss with you.
What? I didn't do anything.
No need to be defensive. I am not angry.
Oh, you
Oof. Capsized the teapot. Tea leaves in the carpet. This'll be fun to clean up.
Hey, Hilda. Is something wrong?
Oh, Sedith!
Just a moment, Hilda.
Sorry?
I'm glad to hear it. I had heard that you requested a substitute for your cleaning duty due to an...
You really do know everything, Sedith.
Just prior to that, you also asked for someone to take your place with table setting. I believe that was due to a wrist injury. It was not too serious, I hope.
Ah, you heard about that.
I seem to recall also that you declined to participate in a mock battle. That was due to a headache, yes?
I have a very fragile body, you see. Hi, Raphael. Lovely weather today, isn't it?
Sure is.
What was it like there?
It's full of friendly people and delicious food. Talking about it makes me want to go back.
Yeah, it's a shame we're stuck fighting in this war.
Right? I wonder what my little sis is up to. She's probably grown so much by now. I haven't seen her since I came back to Garrick Mach. She probably wouldn't even recognize me anymore.
I'll bet she would. How could she possibly forget such a such a terrific big brother? There's no way.
You really think so? That's a relief. All this relief's making me hungry. Want to head to the dining hall?
Oh, actually, we can eat here. I cooked something up for us today.
Oh, yeah? I won't say no to that.
I heard you really like meat, so, here you go. It's my first time cooking something like this. I can at least guarantee it isn't poisoned.
Meat? That's my favorite! I'd probably eat it even if it was poisoned.
Is it, good?
That was amazing!
Really? You like it?
So tender, so juicy, so full of flavor. It was practically falling off the bone. The flavor was so rich and sweet. Wait, how can meat be sweet?
Is sweet bad? I thought it was pretty tasty myself.
No. It was delicious. I couldn't believe it. I'd eat more fruits and vegetables if they were this good. If all food tasted like this, I just don't know what I'd do with myself.
Well, if you like it, I wouldn't mind, making more. Whenever you want, really.
Really? That would be great. We gotta get this war over with so you can have more time to cook.
You know, I'd actually like that.
seems my proficiency has improved.
I still have...
I get it! Intuition's all I need.
Age is...
I'm here, Professor. I like this tea. It's so tasty. Thanks. Mmm, tasty. Uh-huh. 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 I wouldn't have come here if my parents were still alive. That means I never would have met you. Huh? Thanks for the tea. But next time, let's stick to meat.
The utter discord. I cannot stand it. I do wish everyone would listen to one another.
It's hard to sneak out when the professor is watching.
Apparently miracles do come true. We somehow worked well together.
Is that good? Is it over? Can I go?
Now is the time to master this.
I'm getting better at this. Could be useful.
There is always more to learn.
I suppose it's working. I'm finding my focus.
I delivered our letter to Fort Mercius. I don't think they suspected anything.
I knew I was right to entrust that task to you. You've got that honest kind of face that makes it easy to fool people.
Is that meant to be a compliment?
What did you write in the letter?
I informed them that reinforcements were on the way. It would have been suspicious for troops to show up unannounced.
So, the plan is...
We'll disguise ourselves as reinforcements from the Imperial capital and sneak into Fort Mercius.
Oh, you used my disguise plan after all.
We've also procured Imperial Army uniforms.
Ooh, good work. I knew this was the only way.
However, that alone wouldn't be enough.
You did say the plan needed a little more refinement. Are you going to dress up like Edelgard, Claude?
I'm not sure that would accomplish much. In the letter, I included the name of the Imperial General leading the reinforcements. While we're heading to the fort, a separate army is going to attack us.
We're going to be attacked?
That's all just for show, though. It'll be our allies who are attacking us.
Oh, I get it. We're going to make it look like the Alliance is attacking Imperial reinforcements.
Right. When the troops in the fortress panic and open up the gates, we're in.
I'd love nothing more than for this plan to work, but I've got some bad news for you. Apparently, the notorious Death Knight has been placed in charge of defending Fort Mercius.
The one who kidnapped Flame. The Death Knight. I did not wish to ever think of him again.
He got some acclaim in the battle to subjugate Western Fargus. They say he holds the most military prowess in the Empire.
Even so, we've got Teach here to command us. All will be well. You have to trust us.
So your big plan is to just trust your professor? Really, boy?
Under the professor's guidance, I'm sure we'll manage somehow. We're counting on the tactics you learned from Captain Gerald.
Prepare yourselves, everyone. It's time. Teach, this is for your ears only, but there's actually one more part to my plan. I had hoped it wouldn't come to this, but I have no choice. Absolutely. We can't afford to hold anything back. Thanks to Edelgard's strength, the Imperial Army is more unified than I would have expected. It was a painful realization, but after our battle at Gronder Field, it's clear that we can't win if we don't pull out all the stops. I also realized something else during that battle. There really is something special about you, Teach. The reason we were all able to keep our cool in the midst of the chaos was because we all trust in you, in your command and in your strength. Everyone here believes that we will win as long as we have you on our side. Our faith in you is borderline religious. You and I, we have what it takes to free Fodlan from the Empire's rule. I know in my heart that we'll make it through to witness the world after all the fighting has ceased.
That woman approaches.
Who are you talking about? You don't mean that professor, do you? It doesn't matter. No one could take this fortress.
Sounds like a bother. I'll be taking a nap about now.
Will Death's scythe claim you? Or will I fall to that sword of yours?
While awaiting reinforcements, the Alliance predicts the Empire will continue to fortify its defenses at Fort Mercius. Knowing this risk, Claude and a select few advance, hoping to gain entry to the fort through deception.
General, reinforcements have arrived from the capital. They clashed with Alliance forces in the outskirts of the city, but should enter the fortress soon.
You let them in? Make haste and slaughter them all.
Huh? Why?
They are enemies. Slaughter them all. I will not say it again.
We made it in. Professor, take control from the... I have my own task to do from here. There are preparations to be made for our secret plan. An impregnable fortress is a wide-open prairie once you get inside. From here, we'll attack from the north and south at once.
No different than a prairie, you say? You've got a strange head on your shoulders, kiddo.
For Nadir the Undefeated, this should be as easy as a walk in a meadow, right?
Ha! Well, goddess or death god or whoever they may be, let's crush them to dust.
What's my strategy?
It won't be in vain.
I'll cut a bloody path. We will burn together! Hardly worth the effort.
Leave it to me. Can't afford to lose.
A fine display.
What's my strategy?
Let's clean up. Feels good to fight for a cause.
Let's go.
At the ready.
As you wish.
Ready for anything.
I'll cut through.
A waste of time.
All this power just to survive.
You should have seen that coming.
Prepare to die! Don't bother.
Did you have to kill a lot of your friends to get here? Because I'm gonna give this fight everything I've got.
Sorry about this!
Don't worry about me. I always knew losing meant death.
time is ripe.
Report! The Death Knight is moving. It looks like they're abandoning the fortress and making an escape.
We need to put an end to this here and now. Come on, let's circle around and cut off his retreat.
I must lead them well.
No chance. Didn't.
Here is something to believe in!
I hope someday there will be no fighting and we can all just nap the afternoon away.
So it's you, Death Knight. Remember me?
You again. Here to lose more blood.
Never! You will not lay a hand on me ever again!
If you desire to slay me, follow. The appointed hour is at hand.
I am only just beginning.
He's hot.
It is coming. Leave now, or all of you will die.
Run! We have to evacuate immediately! just happened here? The fort. It's just gone.
Hey, kiddo, what was with that javelin of light?
Javelin of light. Well, that describes it pretty well. The fortress was supposedly impregnable, but look at it now. It's hard to imagine that the Empire would do something like that. But if not them, then who? And for what purpose? If they wanted to kill us, then why wait until now to use it?
We almost died just now, and without an answer to any of that. Speaking of unanswered questions, why is Nardell here? Care to explain? I get the feeling there's something you two are keeping from us.
I'll go ahead and see my subordinates off to Elmira, kiddo.
Wait, Nader! Are you really just gonna leave me here and run away?
I hope to see you again, Judith. And you too, Professor. I'll be praying for your safety.
Nader, are you saying that Nardell is actually Nader the Unstoppable?
It's actually Nader the Undefeated. Almirans love grand titles.
I knew he was no ordinary person, but to think he was the great hero of Elmira.
Hey, can we really afford to be chatting right now? If another one of those javelins of light falls, we're all dead.
Claude, there are things I wish to ask you, but first we must hurry and withdraw.
Right you are. Come on, everyone. Let's hurry up and get out of here.
Claude, it is time for you to explain. Why are you so close with an Almiran general?
Well, he did quite a bit for me when I was younger.
When you were younger? So, before you joined House Regan. How and where did you meet him? There aren't many opportunities to meet a general from Almira in Fodlan.
If that's what you believe, it's only because that's what you've been led to believe. After all, we have Cyril here among our allies, and he was born in Almira.
Hey now, don't drag me into this.
There's a big, wide world outside of Fodlan, and it's overflowing with different places and cultures. You think interacting with outsiders is odd, but isn't avoiding contact with the outside world far more unnatural?
Don't change the subject, Claude. To the people of the Alliance, the Almirans are...
It's true that there's a history of hostility, but why should that mean we're doomed to remain hostile forever? The Almirans aren't monsters. Just look at Cyril. Does he look like a monster to you?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Right, Teach? What did you think when you met Nader? I'll tell him you said that. And I'm sure that if all of you got to know him, all of your preconceived notions would change too. I know you guys, and you aren't the type of people to reject someone without trying to get to know them.
But how did those Almirans even get past Fodlan's throat? I doubt my brother would just let them pass without saying anything.
Yeah, about that. I actually made sure your brother met Nader in advance.
What? Lord Holst met with an Almiran general?
Oh, so that's why you were so interested in my brother. But wait, they're supposed to be bitter enemies. They've fought each other several times before.
I know, it was a big gamble. But rather than having me try to convince them myself, I knew it would be easier to just have them meet. They were taken aback at first, but sure enough, they hit it off. They were even drinking to their newfound brotherhood before parting.
It makes sense. If you take the greatest heroes away from the battlefield, of course they'll get along.
Fighting 1 minute and drinking together the next? Men are so weird.
Ultimately, someone's bloodline has nothing to do with the friendships they forge. Relations between the Alliance and Almira is a matter we'll tackle in the future. Still, I want to take this opportunity to make one thing clear to all of you. After we defeat the Empire, I intend to tear down the walls that separate Fodlan from the outside world. I want to let people and goods come and go freely, and in doing so, eradicate prejudices about the outside world.
Huh? Would it even be possible to achieve such a thing? It directly contradicts the Seros tenets.
Does it? I'm not so sure. In any case, I'm prepared for the inevitable protests and criticism. New ways of doing things are always met with resistance. During our time at the Officers Academy, all of you overcame the barriers of birthplace, status, and ideology. Having gone through so much with all of you, I have no doubt that, in time, you'll understand.
I guess there were a lot of different people there. People we wouldn't have met through the normal course of our lives.
Dusker once opposed the kingdom, but there was someone from Dusker there. Brigid once invaded the Empire, but the Brigid princess was there. We ate at the same table as those people. Sure, sometimes we didn't get along, but other times we helped each other out. Can we really draw a definitive line in the sand and say one group of people is all good and another all bad? If I can realize my dream, Fodlan will be reborn. The old age will end, and we'll welcome a new dawn.
But if...
Save your objections for another day, Gloucester boy. That said, there are more pressing matters to discuss. Our next step is to invade the Imperial capital, right?
That's right. I'm sure Edelgard is eagerly awaiting our arrival in Enbar. Reinforcements from the Alliance Lords should arrive soon. Let's make sure we're ready to greet them.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Garland Moon. The Chaos of War. Claude's plan to call in all Myran forces succeeds, and the Alliance army captures Fort Mercius. Before they can celebrate their victory, javelins of light rain down from the sky and destroy the fort. Forced to temporarily evacuate, the Alliance army regroups at Garreg Mach until it is ready to march on Enbar, the Imperial capital.
It's almost time to invade the Imperial capital. We still don't know where Rhea is, but if she's alive, she's likely in Enbar. Hopefully we manage to find her without too much trouble. If the Empire has some reason to keep Rhea alive, then she's alive. I'm sure you must be anxious to see her again. I understand. You need to see Rhea again so you can figure out who you really are. But we're going up against Edelgard here. It won't be so simple.
Our next stop is the Imperial capital. We've sure come a long way.
What are you talking about? This is Garreg Mach. It's where we started.
I didn't mean literally, Raphael. I was speaking symbolically.
My earnest desire to protect the Alliance has carried me this far. It will not fail me. I am sure the rest of you all have your own reasons to fight as well. Of course, I understand that the fight will not end until we defeat the Empire. And now the time has arrived at long last to march on the Imperial capital and defeat the Emperor.
It really gets you thinking, doesn't it? We all come from different places and have different goals and dreams. But thanks to those two, we were all able to come together and overcome all sorts of challenges.
You are referring to Claude and the Professor, I assume? Even within our own odd group, those two are particularly unusual.
Oh, so you are aware that you're odd.
Well, it was simply a figure of speech. I am speaking about Claude and the Professor right now. They're like the wind in the trees.
Huh? Claude and the Professor are? What does that even mean? And who is which?
Oh, I was just thinking that if we're the birds, then those two are like the trees and the wind. The Professor is a great tree that kindly embraces us and watches over us as we perch on its branches. And Claude is like the wind, pushing us forward as we soar across the open sky.
The metaphor about the professor is solid, but I think Claude just blows us around on a whim. Still, we owe him a lot.
I think that's beautiful, Marianne. I can really picture it. When this war is over, I'd love to paint a picture of those two. Oh, and of all the people we've fought with as well.
You mean like a historical painting?
I like that. Maybe our descendants will look at it a long, long time from now.
I must say, that piques my interest. I look forward to seeing how you portray my valiant efforts.
When you put it that way, we may be witnessing one of the greatest events in Fodlan's history. It's a lot of pressure, but the sense of duty I feel is even stronger than the fear.
I'm just happy to be here with all you. I won't get scared, no matter what we face.
We have our goal. Enbar, the Imperial capital. Let's get to work.
I thank you.